Hi there, welcome to this continuation video of the part 1. So in this video you are going to design the home screen and then also explore the new data model with Copilot, where you can generate tables and then implement relationships among them within Copilot. So stay tuned and then see you at the end. Great, so here's our screen too. So now you go to home. So let me add the home screen. I say home screen. All right. Now the home screen, how does it look like? So we are done with these, and this we don't need. And here we are, we need this one. So we are into this. We need a bottom navigation and this top one, and then the content comes in later. So let me add the top one. And coming back to this previous screen. Okay, so let me copy this and this, yeah. So copy this, comma paste here. Okay, I'm adjusting it. Copy this. You can also create this as a component and be using them one by one, which will be easier for us to call. Okay, so have that background. What I need is adding this in that header here. So um so back here the height is too much. Let me put it at 290. Okay, that should look perfect. I hope my image just as normally follows, but just have to let it like that. So I select the container, I add image. Okay, so this will be this small image here before the rest of this comes. So let me just adjust it small. For now, I'm just putting them at a place. Then later I will see how I can make sure they are falling on the same line. So for the size, and put it 40 over 40. That is the size, the height, and then the weight. And let me put it at 31. Okay, down to 31. Okay, so 31 from top, 31 from the X. Right. So I add the image, that is blessings. Okay. I change the border radius to be like about 40. Okay, now you have the round shape. Totally fine. Now I add a new text label somewhere here. Change the font color to be white. We'll expand it a bit. So the weight, let me put it at 120. Sometimes it will load more data, so let me put it 200 at once, because you'll be using this as some other screens too. Okay, this is laziness. Let me just hold here, align to center. Okay. These, the size of these, we'll just make it as maybe let me make it 40 to fit exactly the other one too. So 40. Okay, so if it's 40, let's put this one too on the same level so that they all sits. And the align, I put it at center. we add the test, and the test is home. So home. Okay, let me increase it a bit to be like 24. The font is those. You need it to be a bit like semi-bold. Okay. So the next one is icons. So let me push the icon here first, and later change those icons. Okay, I see an alert. This control is not interactive. For interactive, yeah. So those are the classic ones. And those are the modern ones. It's in preview, yeah. Actually, I believe that's why this is giving me the alert. But let's see what they have. So we are looking for a bell and then the gear icon. So let's see if you have a bell. So let's search bell. Nope, no bell. Let's say for gear, no gear. What about settings? Okay, you have settings. Okay, and change the color to be white. Okay. So you have this, but you don't have. So meaning the Microsoft is still actually working on these controls to make sure uh, it works perfectly. So it's not actually easy to develop something like this, but they are making sure every day this look perfect for us. Thanks to Microsoft for that. Okay, so the gear is here. So meaning you have to use a classic control icon for that. So classic icon, and we look for a bell. Great. To 40, 40. Change. So one cool thing about this classic one that is modern one don't have yet is the ability to change the background color. That is the fill. But compared to this, you don't have that. Or let's see in advance, if you have a fill, there is no fill. So that is some of the disadvantages of this modern control, but it's still in preview, so you know that they are working actually on it gradually. So now we add this image and this welcome message here. Sorry, add an image. Let it go somewhere here in the middle. Come. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to use the same thing. So let me Control C and Control V. All right. Okay. Let me expand this. This is 200. Let me make it 300. And make sure it is aligned center. And this is welcome back. Welcome back. Come on. Yep. So let me make it 20. Okay. Then I copy Control C and paste it Control V. And I add the user's name. Yep. And this, okay, I want it long because some people's name are a bit long at the point. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. So with this one, I put it user dot sorry, user dot full name. Okay, so let's play it and see. All right, it is coming, right? It is coming. Now here you change this to user dot again dot, then we have image. You put some radius around it, 50. Okay. All right. So the size are not the same. They are not equal. That's why. So let me put it at 70 over 70. Let's see if fill. Okay. fill, fill it. Good. Now this is okay. So we descend to the bottom and then we use this. So one of my previous video was where I created um, an app that has a component similar to that. So a component that has a menu, a three menu button at the down. So that's what I'm going to look like, and then we will try and extract that component and use it in the app. Okay, so I've used um I've done a video already that I've shown how to create a bottom navigation component. So that is the similar that I use here. And but in this case, I just put icon. I use icon rather instead of I use icon instead of images that are normally used. So you can see of the image, and this is a similar approach that I use in this uh, design too. And I'll just drop it down here already. So if you don't know how to create a component like this, you can watch my video where I did this. I'll add the link in the description. So you have the bottom navigation ready. So now we need the content. And when I play the app and I come to this and I try to scroll, you can see that it's actually covering the header over there, and it's like it's coming out. The navigation is on top of it, but this particular part is behind it. So when you scroll, you could see that there is this feel of it covering that side. Okay, so this is the same. We're going to mimic. Okay, so for that I will need something that scroll. So what does scroll? You come to new screen, it is scrollable. So I get this scrollable screen design, but I'm just using this particular part, that is this canvas. So let me copy this canvas, my copy code, come back here and I paste my code. Okay, now I can easily delete this. All right. Okay, what is that? Yeah, I don't need this. Right. Okay, so just adjust it to make sure it is right on top of the the down menu, but it covers this. That's totally fine. Now inside this, let me add a container. In the container, I'm making it to start somewhere down here. All right, so before I proceed, I think I omitted here. There is a shadow somewhere here that I've omitted. So head container shadow. Let me make it at regular. Let's see how it look like. It's not that showing. So shadow regular, semi bold. Okay, somehow I'm not seeing it, but alright, let's we can increase it though. There's nothing wrong about this. Yeah, now I see it. I expand my data card, the Canvas data card a bit, so that I can be able to also expand the container to fit in. Now let me put a white background on the container so that when you scroll, yeah, you could see when you scroll it, yeah, Yeah, it is doing the thing. Now what you need is the radius that is at this side. The radius, so put on the radius. Let me put it. How much? How much? How much? Let me put it at 50. Okay. Okay. Right. Now I'm expanding the data card a bit. Yep. So that when you play, you can go beyond. But there is this thing here because of the what do you call it, this slider here, this navigation slider here. Let's scroll. That is bringing some other thing over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the canvas, the width of the canvas. Let me make it a bit bigger. So this is 640. Let me make it 680. Oops, 680. This is too much. 670. Okay, so now let me scroll. Okay, now it is cool. Yeah, at one side the navigation, the scroll will not show, but it is perfect, right? Yep, this is great. So everything else will fall inside this container. Let me copy this label up. Can't touch it because it's at the back of that. Let me just expand, select any. Let me take this label here. I'm copying the same thing because I styled some part of it already, and I don't need to add a new one and be adding the style to it. So I copy, come to the container, and then I just paste in. Let me adjust it somewhere here, and I give it a name. Okay, let me change the color so that we all see. Okay, so this container, let me name it home data container. Okay, while doing all this, I've not saved yet, so let me quickly save. Saving, come to okay, saving, finish. Let me adjust this well, and this was center. I put it at start, and I give it. Okay, let me remove it. How much can I give? Can I give? Can I give? I'll make sure make sure everything is at 20. Let me put, yeah, 30. Let me put it 40. Yeah, so everything else will be at a 40x to give okay, the modern control. So I'm trying to I'm supposed to reapply this so it can affect every other control that is available inside. And once you do that, every color that you do will be changed. So for now, I'm not doing it. There will be a lot of hustle back and forth. So this says dashboard. I'm increasing the size to 24. Okay, and I have a button here with an icon. So I'm using um, a modern button. Yep, position it this way and then expand it a bit for that size. I believe we can put it at the weight at 200 and it's transparent, so it's an outline. So let me see if outline will do. Nope, outline did not help here. So secondary. Wow. Okay, I'm sure this should do. Maybe there are some other settings here. Put this at 2. Add a color. This should be visible. I select this, which is a bit closer to my design. Color. Yep, that is it. So I say leave history. And then it has an icon, an arrow icon that project to the other side. So let me zoom in. Okay, so the icon is at this side. We put it after. Okay, and then the color. Okay, you have this. All right, it's not giving me. So let me select this. Okay. So what I'm left with the radius of this. So for this radius, let me put it at 30. You know, it's too big. Yep. So what was the size of the writing? Where am I? Okay, we've not added it. Let me put 24. Ah, that is too big. 20. Yeah, but still not. So I'm putting it at 18. Or let me change the font and see. Yeah, still. So let me put it at 18. Okay. So you have this and this different Y. No, I want it to be on the same Y as this. So this is 36. So let me put these two at the same Y. 36. Now you have a gallery that contain data, right? You have a gallery that contain the leave and then there are days per that particular user. So you need some data. Okay, but before you proceed in the rest of the design, let's quickly see if you can add those data in. So I'm in the middle of my app and I realize I have not added any database yet. So how can I do that? I go to add, create new table. Okay, so I have some table that I need to create. Okay, and I want Copilot to quickly generate those tables for me. How do I achieve that? How do I achieve that? So I'll come to this, start with Copilot. You have import a SharePoint list. So these are the new features. That's why in the beginning we enabled, when you come to home, you enable this, try new data experience. So once it is enabled and you are in production, you are in the designer studio, you can have this option. So start with Copilot. So I'm going to paste my description here. Here I say I need a leave request table. And these are the columns. You have approval, details, start, and leave, leave ID, leave type, requester, status, and the title. And I just say generate that for me. It takes some time. You know, you could do that normally by clicking, by adding all the columns one by one, you know. But Copilot is here to just help us make it easy. So even added an additional one, that is leave approval, and then even add a relationship already. Let's see. So let me see if I can edit. So it is a many to one. Okay. let's see the table of the leaf, which normally populates some of the thing. Okay, so you have this, you have details. Let's see, vacation. This is the leaf type, vacation, and those things. And then you have a status. Uh, there is no email, so let me add email, right? To be able to locate, because you don't have any ID here, so we need to locate the user quickly. So add let me see what was the name here. This is approver, this is requester. Okay, requester, great. So add requester, add a column named, let's see if it request email. Great, so let's send these. I believe he's adding it to this data. Still loading. So when you're lazy, you do this actually, because normally you could easily come to a new colon and add that. But once you start putting this way, it give you the some sample data too. So here I have my request email with some dump data email in. So believe I'm okay. Let's view what is approval, leave approval. Okay, leave approval, leave request, and approval. Okay, basically this is how it was able to create it for us. So I want another one that I would like to use, and that one will be the leave balance for each users. So we close this. I'm adding leave balance table with colon, balance ID. Then you have the leave type, so that is annual. You give the annual, the code, there is the number of days, and then the annual use and the rest. So let's see. So instead of me creating all this one by one, I just should create my structure and give it to Copilot, who is actually generating the columns, the table itself, the columns, and adding data to it. Okay, at this level, you couldn't do any connection. I can do that and drag in and then joining. Boom. Oops. Let's see. All right. I believe I'm making it wrong, right? Wow. So let's see this way. Okay. My guy said no. Totally fine. So let's view the data. Okay. Oops. So you have annual use. So annual you have 20, and this I use 5 already. So actually Copilot understood what I was looking for. That's why you could see all the used did not were not greater than the normal one. So you have hospitalization, which is 5, and people use only 1. Some did not use 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. So it does not exceed. So Copilot at this point is understanding the user's input. So let me save and exit. Yeah, I'm okay with my tables. So basically, this is how you create tables now in Dataverse, just by giving narrative about what you want. And even if you want to delete a particular column, you can just type over there, remove column, so, and then the column is gone. But I believe with that one, you won't need it to be doing that one thing, so you can just select your column and manually delete that. So while we are waiting for our data to save and our table to be fully integrated into our app. Data being added, still loading. First one, second one. And the third one, great. Thank you, Microsoft. Thank you, Copilot, for this. Ha ha ha. All right. So coming back to the app, now I have this. I'm going to use a clear collect, so I'm not going to I'm going to use a clear collect, and let's see if a clear collect will actually work. Would I need a clear collect, right? I'm going to use a clear collect definitely, because although this leave balance is there, but the leave balance is for everybody. And then uh, yeah, to come to my app on start, and I create some collections. So back to my own start. So I have a collection already that I'm just pasting here. So the collection contains the SVGs that I've prepared for my app. So leave balance, and you are doing a lookup inside the leave balance. Let me see if you have that. That is the leave balance, and checking the email if they are the same. Okay, so let me see if all these columns are actually present in my database table. So you have employee email. Okay, you have employee email. So the system is doing a lookup whereby the employee email is equal to this particular email, and collect this data for us. So this is just a sample I'm just using, that's why. So I'm adding a new gallery. Then in the gallery, I'll start adding those kind of data to be able to populate. So I select the container and I go to add gallery. So gallery, let me select a blank one. Okay, drag it down a bit under this. Select this to be like this. That should be okay. And then the wrap count, and put it at 3. Right. Okay, so let me do some adjustment in the positioning. I wanted it to be at around 40, right? But this one I can put it at 30. Yep. Add this way. Yep. Up. The gallery is actually not inside the canvas, so let me cut it. Select my container. Okay, so you see, maybe I did not select the container, and I paste. All right. So now, yeah, it's inside my container. Thank you very much. Sometimes, and I put this back to 30. I believe I can change that later. So when let's look at it again, there's a bit of shadows, and the only thing that can give us shadows are containers. So I'm adding a container. Don't see I add too much controls, no. And designing out of the box in Power Apps. you don't only have much of the story, so I put it to 185, the height at 100. Okay, so let me adjust this template height at let me see, 110. 110 works. Yeah, that should work actually. 120. Okay, that will make me adjust a bit of this container. So let me put it at 10 to be able to hold the middle of this, and then I put regular. Okay, we add the radius to be 15. All right, so in this I'm going to add some controls rely over. Okay, now it's too much at this side but off at this side, so let me bring it a bit back inside, like 20. Okay, 20 and put it at 16. All right, so this is how you take to design power apps. Let me put this leave balance gallery, leave balance gal. So I name it leave balance gallery, and there's not much data inside like this, so I just reduce it. And here and put it at, then the balance, I think the collection is leave balance. Oh no, you have not do the clear collect, you do a run on start to have it leave. Oh, where is this? Come in, let me quickly just copy it and paste it in. Okay, so I'm adding some other things in, but not on the container. So I'm adding those things on in the gallery, but not in the container actually. So you go with an image, the image, putting the size to be like 25 over 25, and let's put the X at 20, and then this around 16. Okay, this is okay. So in the gallery you have something there, so this item dot icon. All right, my icons are just coming, so I add a label. So if the label, okay, the icons are well aligned, the label, just put this item dot used, that's the total number of days used. Okay, I'm putting it in the center. Yep, the font size, make it 30, and the font is this one, the color is black. All right, why is it not displaying? So view, not yet. Great. Let me rerun on start again. Alright, so don't worry, let's add another label in. So adding another label. Okay, this icon dot leave type. Alright, this one has data. So div type, I'm putting it as 10, giving it a left padding of 10. Okay, so you make it a bit of semi. All right, the size is okay, right? Okay, let me just put the size to 18. Let's see. It's too big or not? No, it shouldn't be that too big. I believe you can do, so let me increase the size to 150. All right, so this works. So let's come back to this. Why did this not work? Yeah, can't tell. Okay, let's view the collection itself to see if you have used. Okay, the used are totally blank. What could be that? Let's see in our used and see used. Okay, and bring the annual used. Does it match? Maybe that's where the issue is. So let me retype this actually. So we go a lookup, leave balance, whereby employee email is equal to user dot email. When you get that, bring the annual used. So let me run it again and see if it's able to bring. Still not able. Let's view the balance. Edit. So annual used. Yeah, there is a data here. Okay, nice. This user has no record in this leave balance. Okay, so I need to create that. So let me quickly copy this email. Let me quickly create that. Very nice. Dataverse will just allow you to easily create such. So I'm creating a new row. So annual is 14 days and used is 0. Paste my email, medical, and put it at 14. I've used 3 days. Hospitalization, put it at 20. I use 1 day. Compassionate 3 days. Then none. Marriage 5 days. And marriage use none. Okay, maternity 30 days. No, 60 will be better. Yeah, and maternity 0. Okay, so I've added this record. Yeah, it is refreshing on its own very quick, eh? So you come back, you run this. Wow, now my data is visible. Thank you. So let me make it regular. Let me make it bold. Yeah, bold. Okay, increase the size. It should be like 40. It's too bold, right? Make it semi. And I put it at this side. Where is it? At the end. Alright, so let me reduce it a bit. And that's okay. So I copy Control C and Control V, and I put this here, and this is to put it at normal, and okay, 40 is okay. And this one that should be total. Okay, let me shift it. Let's see if you can push it a bit. The X to be 10. Alright, still. And I take this one. Let's put it at 60 to have a little space. And I copy, Control C, Control V. No, copy this one. We copy this one rather. Control C. Okay. And this one, I'm putting something here. This. Okay. So let me adjust. Put the S70. Okay. So this one, I'm going to reduce the size 16. Don't want it to be too long to touch it. So let's play it. This is how it look like. So you are done with this part. So we are adding colleagues on leave, this, and then this particular links. So let me select these two. I copy, Control C, and I paste. Control V, and I adjust to this is that. So it says colleagues on leave. So colleagues on leave. And the button is a full list. Full list. If the arrow is still pointing at that side, is it too big? Maybe what is the size? 32, we'll leave it at 32. And I just push it forward small. And I'll bring it back to 32. Okay. So now you have another gallery that displays something like this. So I'm going to create a collection for this. So this is just a sample. So this collection, I'm going to name it colleagues leave. I'm adding it just under this colleagues leaves. You got some few data here. Just added 3 rows. So let me rerun this again. So I have the colleagues already okay. So I'm adding a gallery. This time around, this type, so horizontal. Okay, I did the same mistake again. So I'm going to select the container first before I go to gallery and add my gallery. If that's, it comes in again. Wow. What am I doing wrong? Okay, let me select any controller on this side and let's add it again. Now, that's fine. I'm going to just cut it, come inside, select, and then paste. Okay, I rather like it that way. Yep, now it's in the container. So for the height, 140. For the template size, 250. Template size now I want the 10 responsive 250, and then what else do I need to add? Okay, I need to add is I don't want it to be close to that end and this end too. Okay, this end you can be close there so that you scroll in, right? Okay, so once you adjust this, you need to let's view again how it is. So it has a background with some little design. So I mean I'm adding an image. Okay, the image filling, and I want it to be at the width 235 so that it doesn't fill all the way in. And then the height at 100. So I'll put the position, the X at 5. To be guessing, and then the Y assisting somewhere in the middle. Okay, so now still add that my image that should be cover, and this one is fill. Okay, yep, nice. So I'll add a border radius to be 30. Just coming up. So now I'm adding another image inside this image. In this particular image, I'll put the size at 60. I mean the height and the weight at 60. And position it around X12, and then this one's 35. Okay, somewhere in the middle, right? So we already have our colleagues leave in. So let me just go to the data source, colleague. Wow, this is giving me tough time. Scroll. Okay, just copy it. Select my gallery and I paste it in. Okay. All right. Okay. Quickly, let's pick it. Pick the users. So now I need to add a label that has the username. Make it a bit bigger. Make it to be white. A bit bigger again. I think this to be the C name. Okay. Yeah. Let me copy and paste this. This should be for the day returning. So put as return date. Okay. So you have a logo and another date over there. So again, another image. No, like images. Okay, so for that image, I'm making it 30, right? Yeah, that's 30, will be fine. And then let's put the X somewhere around the 80. Come here, and then the Y is 40 and put it at 60. Okay, so make sure this also goes at 60. Okay, and now the image, this item dot okay, here it is where we need to code it to give it the random images that we added. So I believe this image should be somewhere already in here. Yeah, So where is he? Pregnant calendar. Yeah. So I'm going to do a switch condition. So I'm doing a switch. It can be an if statement though, but I like it to be switch. All right, let me expand this. So switch this item dot leave type, whereby if it is maternity, sorry, so I have only 3 items that I put over there. So if it is maternity, bring the pregnancy image. If it is medical, bring the first aid kits. Else calendar. All right. Okay. So bingo. Then you have it, and you can scroll. But I don't like the scroll that is visible at this side. So once again, let me hold it and then off the scroll. Okay. So we're saving. Now these I name it college gallery. Okay. Stood down here. So let me send it a bit up. Okay, so the next one, what to be the next in, okay, so you have this that will show some useful link here. So it is an image that I'm going to add, an image. So let me select the container, add image. I hope this will fall exactly in the container. Okay, thank you. Then an image. Yeah, don't want it to go that much. Yeah. So for the weight 270, sorry, the height and the weight, yeah, leave the weight, you can just centerize, you don't need, you can just align center. It's okay. Yeah, so I have an image like that. I think that should be designed. Yep. And then I give a radius of 30, and now I add my content in. So let me just copy this, Control C, Control V, copy, bring it here, and I change the font to white, expand it very well, and change the text, say HR announcement and news. Let me put it forward and copy and paste this again. So here's additional three useful link. So copy and paste again. There's the second one, and then paste again. That's the last one. So let me quickly select all of them, all those 3, and then I put it as normal. Okay, let's zoom in to see what you're doing perfectly. Actually, power-ups need more details. So what is this? Is 60 and put it at 55. Okay, 55. I'm adjusting this to fit in. Okay, So the first one writing is training. So okay, paste it in training. Okay, so I believe you need to expand it a little bit. Alright, the second one say sports days. So I just write them down already, just copying and pasting them in. Right, and the third one say policies and guides. So policies and guides, pasting. Okay, so let me adjust for it to fit. Okay, so I'm done with this particular part. Let's see what is next. Next, you have your recent leave with a button. So I'm going to copy. Let me take this and this. And copy. Control C. Control V. Scroll. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, so your recent leaves. And this one says see more. Okay. Let me adjust this. Still 32 as the weight. It's 32, yeah. So I'll need a gallery that will display this part, right? So let me zoom out. Please saving. You never know. So beside the gallery, I need also uh, that. So recently, I'm just creating random collections to be used to this visualizing scenes. This is just a template we are developing. So app starts, and go down, add a new collection, say recently, let me run on start, and I should have my recent leave. No, okay, this is a bit smaller, let me expand. Okay, I can expand the, yeah, I'm expanding this more. That will help me expand this container and continue my design. I'm adding a gallery. I hope it will not do that same thing again. And it did. Let me cut it, select my container. I did not cut this code and paste it. Alright. It has come to my container. Okay. So I give it a name. Recent leave. Okay. So I'm going to design the recent leave to have this. It actually has a round something. And this round here, if the borders, the radius, rectangle normally supposed to do that, but the rectangle does not do it. So sometimes I use the button that I put like disable mode off, then I use it to do this kind of design. So I select my gallery. How am I going to name this? I'm naming it recent leave gal. So the templates 170, the height 540, and the size I leave it that way. So I'm going to add the button first. The way these modern buttons works will not help me, so I'll use the classic one. So for the position at 26, for the Y at 16, edit mode disabled. I don't want the test, and I'm going to make sure I clear everything else. Okay, edit parent inside is okay, so I'll leave the width, the height 144, the weight 575 is okay. And see, okay, this is it. So the radius 20, the radius 30, yep, 30, that's fine. And add an image. So if this image, and position it at 40 and add the Y to be 30. Let's come down. What's the down yet? Once there is data in, we'll see. So 60 over 60. So this one I do the same thing with the other one where I use the switch. So I'm just doing the switch, and then I'm putting a color the background. Okay, then now I want to push it forward, the padding, give it padding to be 15 and the border radius to be 30. Okay, so we go with that. I add a text label, I put it at 24, put this at 200. Okay, so is this item dot div type. Okay, give it a bit deep, right? It's a bit deep. So 26. Okay, this is okay. Regular is semi-bold. Okay, so let me increase it to be 250. Okay. Alright, you have some other details. Alright, this way. Perfect. So we have this. Copy, Control C, Control V, and I'm adding this. Let me make it a bit longer. And this one, that should be what do you call it? The one that showed the date, and I'm going to show the start date, the end date, and everything. So the size of this, and put it at 20. Okay. The color, not too black, not too dark. Okay. Now add another one. So let me. Alright, I made a mistake. Select my gallery and paste. This one show the details of the leaf. So these are 10 lot details, right? Okay, and I'll reduce it and put it at 18. Okay, semi-bold, I'll put it at regular. Alright, and finally add this icon. So modern icons don't have it, so I'm going to the classic icons, or yes, those classic icons. You have a lot of them. That's helpful. I believe modern controls will come very sure with this is left, this is right. Put it on this side and then give it paddings to reduce it a bit. Yeah, so this one too is also done. The last part, there's an image at the end, and we are done with this screen too. Okay, so let me select my data card and expand it a bit and add an image. The image will go up, bring in my image, scroll. So before the image, there's a text here. Let me add that text quickly. Add a label. Alright, it's up. Bringing the label down. Okay, so the text inside should be center. And let me quickly just copy and paste this text here. I increase it to be 28. Okay, and then a bit semi-bold, so let me adjust it to be in the middle. Alright, so the final part is the image, so that should be garden party. Yeah, okay, so garden party is added. Alright, I believe this end this screen. Yep, so we end this screen and see you for the next part. Okay, nope, this the colleagues, there's something here that's not showing why. Wow, it was visible, then at a sudden it went off. Anyway, once it's visible here, that's fine. So this is home, so we are done with home. So now let's start from the beginning where you merge all these three screens. Okay, so you have the landing, the login, and then this. So I'm going to put a timer here. Okay, timer. Okay, maybe 3 seconds, that is 3000. And on the end of this, navigate to login. Oh, login screen. Okay, So once you are here at the time, okay, the timer does not trigger. Nice. Go to display, auto start. So after 3 seconds displays, then you navigate to this side. Then from here, you do a let's go, navigate to home screen. And from here we navigate to home screen. So let's start from the beginning here. Okay, then you go, boom, and you have this here. So you can put this visibility off, put it somewhere. Okay, so thanks for watching up to this level. So the next part will show how to continue with the new screen, the new leave, and then the leave status that shows the recents. Thank you. Thank you very much, and then stay tuned for the last parts coming next week. Bye bye.